Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia and this is Heart and Hand Creations and Events, guys. Welcome back. Today's DIY will be the Royal Crown Tree Topper. And if you want to see how that's made, stay tuned. These are the items that I will be using in this video, and the materials and tools will be listed in the description below. All right, guys, so right here, this is the first crown that I made. I was trying to make a replica of the one on the screen. So what I'll be using is 16 gauge wire, and I will cut out 7 pieces that will be 12 inches long. And guys, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button please and come on in. Now that I have my 7 pieces of wire cut, I will be making the base for my crown, using the black marker to trace out my circle that I used with the cap from a candle. And here I am using a blade to cut my circle out. And guys, I just want to say that this video is prompted by that first crown that I showed you. The person that I'm making this crown for, they need one a little taller for a 7-foot tall tree. Now that I have my disc all cleaned up and ready to be decorated, I'm going to set it to the side and work on the wire. And what I do is I bend the wire in half like this, and I squeeze it at the top. And then I take these pliers right here, because see how that little dip is, that niche is right there? That's what I use, and I stick the wire inside, and I use that to squeeze the top. Just put it down on top, that, and that's it. And of course it'll twist up like this, but we can fix that in a few minutes. I'll show you how I got this shape right here. Right here, guys, what I do is I open up my wire and I put it over and around the circumference of the cap of this bottle, because that's about how wide I want it to be, and about 1.5 inches from the top of that point, I just squeeze my wires together until they cross over, just like that. And that gives me the shape I want. And here, when you see I open it up, this is exactly the way I need it to be. Once I have my shape, then I put it on the edge of the table and I bend it at the point where it's like a triangle. Like that. Just a little bend to give the crown a curve. Right here is the base of my crown, and this is where I have it marked where the spacing is for my wire. And here you see how I placed the wire into where the marked areas are. I take the next wire and I put it right next to, or I overlap it next to the last wire that was placed. And I just follow that pattern all the way around. I overlap and crisscross my wires to get this look here. And this is what I mean right here as far as overlapping. Right here, I am gluing my wire to the base of my crown, and I'm going in between and around each wire. Alright guys, now that my glue has solidified enough, I can go ahead and start shaping and spacing my wire correctly. And here I've already started as best I can, trying to at least make the spaces in between the same width. So you do have to play with the wire a little, but still be careful, you know, hold and anchor the end so that you don't mess up where you've glued your wire in place already. Alright guys, this is the next day and I have already spray painted my styrofoam. Okay guys, what I'm going to do now is put the glitter around the inside of the rim of the crown. And after that, once that dries good enough, I'll be putting the mosaic glass tile around the outside of the rim of the crown. And right here guys, you see me applying a generous amount of the glue on the upper side or the upper inside part of my crown base. And here I apply a generous amount of the glitter. Tap off the excess, and this is what it's looking like. And here I am gluing the mosaic mirror tile around the outside of the base of my crown. Right here guys, I am putting a row of the bling or diamond strips, and what I'm doing is kind of lining it up to see how I want it to set in on the inside of the base of the crown. And once I had it adjusted and figured out, then I glued it in place. And there, that's what it's looking like. Right here, I'm using the diamond wrap from the Dollar Tree to cover the bottom of the base of the crown. And I was showing you the side of it because the mosaic tile did not quite cover the whole side of the base of the crown. So I used the diamond wrap to cover that space from the outside to the inside. And I used hot glue to put this in place. And there we have it. So far, so good, guys. Looking good. And here is where I will be applying the rows of acrylic gems with the adhesive backing onto the wire. And this is what it looks like once I put them all in place. And as you see, I'm only doing the lower half of the crown first. And once I have all of my rows of gems in place, then I go back to each one and glue them in place, which I will show you in a moment. But so far, this is what it's doing. And right here, what I do is I hold my row in place with my thumb. I hold that first gem in place. I pull back the row of gems. I apply my hot glue to the wire at a stop point. Then I lay my row of gems on top of the glue carefully. And then I pat it in place. And make sure that my gems are straight. And here you see I do it again. I hold that first gem in place with my thumb. As I pull back the row of gems, I apply glue to the wire to a stop point. And then I just lay the adhesive strip of gems on top of the glue and pat it in place. And here I'm just continuing to do that. And at this point here, I am continuing to apply gems, or I continue to decorate the base of my crown. And I'm using these square acrylic gems to put around the side. And I just glue it right on top of the mosaic mirror tile. And this is how I position them. It's really coming along, guys. It's coming together. I like it. If you like what I'm doing so far, give me a thumbs up and comment below. And here I have begun to apply the rest of my adhesive gems to the top of the crown. I saved that part for last. It's a little more intricate. Once I have all of my rows of gems in place, I go back and do the same thing I did for the lower half of my crown. Again, what I do is I put the hot glue on both sides of the wire to ensure that this glue and these gems are going to be a great hold. Like I said, you have to put them in place because these gems, the heat from the glue melts the gems, or it melts the adhesive. I'm sorry, it melts the adhesive, and they will slip away. And once it dries, this is what it looks like on the inside. Once it dries, it almost looks like a sheathing, a covering. And once that glue dries and cures really well, these gems shouldn't go anywhere. So guys, the crown is coming along, and what I need to do now is add gems to the top. And it seems like I need something in these spaces. These spaces are really wide. I have to think about it as I move forward. As you see here, I put the teardrop gems right here where the crisscross is at the top. And guys, that's what I came up with for a crown, royal crown tree topper. Right here, guys, these are some picks that I made, gem picks I call them, and I've already put what it is, it's more wire that I've cut out. I put blue gems to the tip of it, and this is what will be going here to fill in this space because it needed something. There's too much space, you know what I mean? So I had to put something there. So this is what I'm going to put in place, and once I do that, I'll be back to show you guys what the end result is. And here is the final result. It is beautiful, guys. It turned out so nice. What do you think? Leave a comment below if you think this is beautiful, just the way I think it is. Wow. Guys, this is my display because I don't have a Christmas tree. I decided to use the dress form that I made last year for you guys on my channel, and you can check that out. It'll be a link for that video in my description. And here's another crown, a few more crowns that I made. And I just got in the mode, crown mode. And this one here, I call this one the Ice Princess crown. That's what it reminds me of. I think that one turned out really pretty also. And this one here, guys, this is a work in progress. I'm still working on it, but I wanted to display and show you guys what I've been doing. And guys, if you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, tap that like, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that each time I upload a new video, you will know, guys. Also, guys, don't forget to share. And on that note, I will see you in the next DIY video. Bye-bye.